sister is marrying her ex. But listen. Hi wonderful people and welcome back to my channel Book Craves. I am Giselle. How are you? What's up? What is the scene? Summer is in full fling and I'm going to share with you my beach read TBR. Technically, I'm going to be really upfront. I'm not going to the beach. No, I'm not going to the beach. Reason being, I am an island girl. I grew up in the Caribbean, okay? I'm Trini. Okay, some of y'all already know this from my accent. So I know beaches, I know rivers, I know waterfalls. No offense, but I'll go to the beach when I head back to the Caribbean, okay? So these are my beach reads. And I'm going to tell you right now, these are very diverse. I am a diverse reader, okay? I dip my toes in different things. I read fastly. I do not stick with one genre or one specific type of books. However, I do have my favorites. I want to read these books. There's one book here in particular that it has been on my Goodreads TBR for a very long time. I know once I read it, I am going to kick myself for not reading it sooner. So if you want to know what books that I absolutely want to read this summer, my diverse beach read, then keep watching. If you're not following me on my other social media platforms, what are you doing? What are you doing? Head over there. All the links will be in the description box down below, and all the books that I mentioned will also be in the description box down below. So let's get into this first book. I want to read The Orchard Inn by A.M. Kusi. This is going to be the first time that I'm reading anything by this author. All new. I've never read anything, but the blurb has piqued my interest. The blurb is holding me captivated in that we have Ella. Ella, she got away from a very abusive relationship and she finds it difficult to trust men. And so one of these men left her a charming inn and she happens to meet River. And River is quite tempting, I must say. And River wants her to develop that trust in him. He wants her to be able to move on from those emotional scars. She is finding it difficult to open up her heart again, to let go of those fears. And I just want to see where this story leads us. I want to know, yes, about her past, what she went through, how she escaped from that abusive relationship, who helped her, where she's at right now, and I want to see how she's able to heal and move on. I enjoy reading books where, yes, there's some type of tragic past, some type of trauma. I enjoy reading that only because I love seeing people grow. I love seeing people heal and being able to move on and get there happily ever after. So I want to see Ella and River get there happily ever after. Now, some of these books are giving beach reads vacation because I want to read two books by Tyla Walker, and this is from the Resort Romance series. But listen, I want to read book 1 and I want to read book 5. Don't laugh, there's 7 books in the series, but I want to read book 1 and book 5. And if I absolutely love them, then I'll read the others. But for now, we are sticking with these two. And I am just loving the covers, okay? This is definitely giving me beach read, but a beach read with interracial couples. Hello. So book 1 is Fake It Till We Break It. And basically, this book is your fake relationship. So we have Josephine and Aiden. Josephine, she's in financial debt. Her business is suffering. She has mountain medical bills because of her mom. And Aiden gives her a proposition. He's like, listen, I'll take all of your troubles away. I just need you to have a fake engagement with him. Aiden, his dad is forcing him to get married to his ex. He wants nothing to do with the ex. And so they have to pretend to be engaged. But the thing is, his ex, she's very sneaky. She's stalking. So she's not taking it lying down. So they have to really make this fake relationship legit. I'm excited for this one. Y'all don't know. Normally I do so much dark stuff, but y'all gonna see. Balance is coming. Balance is coming. And the other one, Not Trying to Catch Feelings. This is your fake dating second chance, right? So we have Tyla and Monroe. Tyla, his inheritance is being threatened by his grandfather. His grandfather wants him to get married. He doesn't really want to get a wife. That's not what he wants. So he hires a matchmaker to set him up with someone so that he can have like this fake engagement. Turns out the matchmaker is his ex from college. He doesn't want Monroe to set him up on anyone. He wants Monroe. And they dated before, so someone is gonna catch feelings. Y'all see why I want to read this book? Because what is going to happen? Tyla is going to want Monroe back, but Monroe, she was burnt already in the past. So will she be burnt again? Who knows? Y'all know I love a happily ever after. So I also want to read 2 books from Naya Arthurs. I've only read books from Naya Arthurs from this series, the Love Repair series. So now I'm going to dive into her rom-com. This rom-com is basically billionaire dads. So they're all billionaires who are single dads. First up, I want to read Bossy Romance. So this is giving boss to lovers, office romance. It's also a slow burn. And in this book, you have Adam. He is an undercover boss at his own company. He entrusts his executive assistant to run the company. And yes, there's a little tension between them. He experiences 2 surprises. 1, he wants his executive assistant. And 2, an 11-year-old kid was dropped off for him to take care of. They have been working together so long, so I can imagine the build up towards intimacy, the build up in this slow burn. I hope I'm not disappointed, y'all. I really hope I'm not disappointed. And then I want to read Grumpy Romance. In this one, it's that hate but want, a push but a pull. And you have where she works with the boss, 1, and she wants to kill him in her off time, but dreams of him in her nighttime, at night or whatever. So I like this. I love when I get that push and pull. He's grumpy. You don't want to deal with him. You just can't handle him. But secretly, you want him so badly. So all this pull and push and all of that, it slowly dissipates when she sees him interacting with his daughter. She gets to see the softer side of this grumpy boss interacting with his daughter. Because of that, that slowly starts to melt her heart, and she probably starts to swoon over him, over the way he cares for his daughter as a single dad. So again, this is your office single dad billionaire grumpy sunshine rom-com. This one only for 1 week. This is your black love romance. I tell you guys all the time, I read all over the place, but listen, this one is giving, because the heroine in this book, she is the maid of honor, and so she's giving her speech. The blurb is her speech. So in the blurb, it states that her sister is marrying her ex, and now she is falling for the best man. I'm like, what? Y'all have to read the blurb. That is just me summarizing the blurb. Y'all have to read the blurb. I'm like, add to TBR immediately. Know that I'm going to read this within a week of this video. She is the ex-girlfriend of the groom, and she is secretly sleeping with the best man. Oh my God. Oh my God. And then it ends with what happens in Tulum stays in Tulum. Yeah, right. It doesn't. So yeah, I want to read this. Just the blurb alone is giving. Whatever I absolutely love and enjoy, I come back and I recommend. But let's move on to the next book. This is The Billionaire's Shadow by Tiana Cole. And this is like your, I don't know how to explain it. In this book, Tracy, she's a social worker. So she's just like you and me, right? She's doing her part. She wants to do right in the world. And then she meets this billionaire. She meets this bad boy billionaire, Cole. And Cole, he becomes infatuated with her personality, her charm, her kind-heartedness. It's like he's never seen anything like that in the world. Oh my God. Billionaires need to come and meet us common folks more often. He pursues her relentlessly, and then she ends up in some type of danger, and he comes in and probably helps her. Now, this is just what the blurb is giving y'all. This is the condensed version of the blurb. I'm all for this. I want more of this. Like, I need more of this. It is also an interracial romance. I'm getting like a hint of some suspense in it. I'm thinking, yes, this is my TBR, but I'm thinking that she did something as a social worker. You would have people that would hate you. You are going to cross the wrong person sometimes. So I can see where maybe one of her ex-clients or something like that is coming for her. So I want to read this duet, okay? The Kingmaker and the Rebel King. And this is an interracial romance. From what I understand is that the heroine, she's indigenous. Maxim, he comes from a family that owns oil. So they own this big oil company. And the heroine in this book, Lynette, she is opposed to that. But Maxim sees her, wants her. And when he realizes that she hates the company, she hates his dad because of what the dad stands for. He wants her, he gets a taste, and he'll do anything to keep her. What is anything is this man willing to do? This is completely opposite attracts. This is also giving maybe enemies to lovers. All I know is I need to read this book. I've never been disappointed with anything that Kennedy Ryan has written. I have recommended her books previously before, and I'm sure when I read this one, I am going to recommend it. I'm positive. I'm positive. This is the book that I was talking about. The Mixtape by Brittainy C. Cherry has been on my TBR for such a long time, and I know I'm going to kick myself when I read it. This is giving emotional read. I completely devour books like this when it pulls on my heartstring, when a story is able to just like infiltrate my heart and just tug, and I'm able to shed a tear or two. That's when I know a book is well written. So in the Mixtape, we meet Oliver and Emery. Oliver, he just lost his twin brother, his bandmate, and he's trying to drown himself in alcohol. Emery, she is a single mom, and she's doing what she needs to do in order to keep a roof over their heads, to keep their bills paid, and to just take care of herself and her child. And Oliver walks into a bar that she's working in, and they have this chance encounter where she helps him lose the crowd. And that's it. I want to know. This is probably going to be so devastating, y'all. I have no clue, but I know it is going to be delicious. These books are on my beach read TBR. I want to devour this. I want to devour these books this summer, y'all. I'm telling you, when I do a TBR, I read most of these books on my TBR. I'm not going to say I read all. Some months I read all. Other months I read most of them. If you have read these books before, comment down below. Like, let me know. Is it good? I hope they are good. I don't think I will be disappointed with any of these books. If you'd like me to come back on and let you know if I was disappointed with any, because they have been on your TBR for a while, just hit me in the comments. I'll see you when I post another video.